Cindy, thank you so much. Looking your best on your wedding day is an absolute must for every bride, so you don't want to overdo it or underdo your makeup. Makeup artist Chenees is here with some tips along with Channel 9's future bride, Shannon Kettler. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Well, you have done a fantastic job with Shannon. She just looks great, ready to go.
Yes.
First of all, tell us the first thing that brides really should be thinking about before they even apply the makeup.
One of the important things is to make sure you take care of your skin. Do a skincare months ahead of time before the day of the wedding, because you want to make sure that the makeup is going to lay properly to the skin, and that if you have breakouts prior to, the makeup isn't as obvious on the wedding day and in your pictures, because you don't want to have protruding acne. At least you want to eliminate it
as much as you can beforehand.
Exactly.
Let's get a close up here of Shannon, because I mean, she looks fantastic. Her face is glowing.
Thank you.
What did you do as far as the foundation?
Well, as far as the foundation, it's an airbrush foundation, of course. However, one of the tips that I have for brides is to make sure you sit in front of a window, to make sure you're using daylight as natural light to apply makeup. That way you have a true coverage and a true match from beginning to end.
Forget that bright makeup room and the lights in there. Try to get some natural light.
Exactly, because those lights aren't really true light unless you buy a daylight light bulb.
Okay, so that's something to think about too. Okay, then, well, let's move on here, because she has on some blush, and there I see a little bit of shimmer too.
Yes, that's one of my my little trade, signatures.
Secrets there.
Yes, to do a little blush, pop, some blush on the top of the cheek, and add a little shimmer to it. Only thing is, when you're using shimmer, you have to really be careful, because shimmer is not glitter.
Okay.
So it's not as potent and doesn't stand out as much. But you would just apply it on the top part of the cheekbone, right under the eyelid, down the bridge of the nose, the center of the chin, and the forehead. That way you get that glow as you walk down the aisle, and you want to look glowing and fresh.
And you've made a lot of brides look beautiful walking down the aisle. We want to show some of those pictures so people can see some of your other work. But kind of give us some tips for the eyes, because sometimes I've seen people, they look understated at the wedding, at the church, and in the pictures it doesn't really come out that great.
Right, that's because they're not really using enough color to make their eyes pop. Because you want to use color, you want to use cool tones, a taupe, a light gray, and kind of do a little bit of a smoky. Some women are a little afraid of that.
Yeah.
But that is what really makes your eyes stand out, in addition to using a white eyeliner pencil, because a white eyeliner pencil really opens your eyes to make you really look awake.
And you say you have a #1 tip for brides. What's that?
That is, of course, what I just said, the eyeliner pencil and lashes. That is like the two most things that a bride should not go without. False eyelashes, the strips, the individuals, or even lash extensions, which is really popular too.
Shannon, when is the big day?
It's 188 days from now.
188 days. You look like you're set and ready to go. Jeff is going to be very happy. How do you like your makeup?
I love it. It's always great when someone does it for you.
Yeah.
Because I don't know that I trust myself to put on white eyeliner, but the way you did it and the way you showed it to me, and the eyelashes too, it really adds a little pop.
It really does.
Yeah.
You're ready to go.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Chenees. We appreciate you coming in so much. And you can visit our website, WCPO.com, to learn more about Chenees Bean. All you got to do is just go to WCPO.com. Once you get there, click on 9 links. And we'll be right back.